Well, I was deployed overseas. It all started with our supply crate program. I was just a guy boxing up Xboxes and sending them overseas to help guys out because I knew when I was deployed overseas, I was like, well, what would I want while I was over there? And then while I was figuring that out, a buddy of mine deployed to Afghanistan, he reached out to me. He's like, hey, could you get us an Xbox? So that kind of started the whole thing. My name is Steve Mechuga. I'm the CEO and founder of Stack Up, a military charity supporting U.S. and allied veterans through gaming and geek culture. We have 4 main platforms that we use to help veterans, mental health. We have our supply crates, where we send boxes of games and gear to units deployed to combat zones, guys and gals recovering in military hospitals, folks struggling back home. We have our Air Assault program, where we fly disabled or deserving veterans to events like Comic-Con, E3, PAX, gaming conventions, studio tours, cool VIP experiences. We have our Stacks program, which is our volunteer efforts. We've got about 30 teams globally that go out and do good things in their neighborhood. And then lastly, we have our 24/7 peer-to-peer chat line via Discord. It's a suicide prevention team online called Overwatch, the Stack Up Overwatch program. So that's us. I learned early on that America likes talking about helping veterans, but when it comes to actually doing anything, it's a lot of smoke and mirrors, a lot of yellow ribbon stickers on cars, but when it comes to actually doing something, it's kind of tricky. You have your hardcore supporters, I mean the people who are ride or die military, and then there's a lot of like just jingoism and like, hey, thank you for your service. It's like, that's great and all, but like, hey, you could actually help out, So that was a big thing I ran into a lot when trying to get, larger organizations to get involved. The military is not nearly as popular as it once was, obviously. Between 9/11 being 20 years ago and Black Lives Matter, you saw a bunch of National Guard guys in the streets. Like, it's been a tough couple years for them, and then Afghanistan wrapping up the way it did. It's been a tough couple years for veterans, and America just isn't there for them right now. So it's our job to continue to make people remember us, so we're not just waiting on the next crisis to come up. Break glass in case of emergency, because while America is starting to fall out of favor with veterans, the suicide rate for veterans is skyrocketing. That 22 a day number that everybody knows and loves from 2010, that's now up to like 28 to 30 a day. It's been just slowly moving upwards. COVID didn't help anything last year, and it's not getting better out there. So we represent a new take on veteran suicide prevention in a way that kind of gets mental health support out there in a way that the veteran doesn't really know they're getting help. They're not sitting on a leather couch at the VA or taking a pill. This is something that they're already doing for fun, and we're there to support them in that. Head over to stackup.org, the website. You can check out our programs over there, and there's a bunch of volunteer forms. If you're interested, you can volunteer for any of our programs. Most of them are online, so it's very easy to get involved. Hang out in our Discord chat, and a lot of our volunteers end up going to help out through our suicide prevention team. You don't need to have like you don't need to be a clinician to get involved. We just need volunteers who are there 24 hours and on a schedule and willing to help and talk to people. And we'll get you trained up on how to do it, but we have a lot of civilians who've never spent a day in their life in the military who are some of our best counselors. So, because they may not have deployed, they may not have gone to boot camp, but they can talk about World of Warcraft or Destiny or Dragon Ball Z or anything. And it brings the tension down in a way that gets the veteran in crisis talking to that person. It builds trust. So it works out great. So if that's how you want to get involved, we're happy to have you on board. But we're looking forward to revealing more in early January, February next year. Stackup.org, the website, head on over there. There's a how to help page at the top, and it goes over all of our programs and how you can get involved.